everyone. I'm NFL on EA Sports. The Texans have every intention of walking out of today's game with win. It's the Bills going up against the Texans. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing Jones. And his first pass is incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the back goes into motion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's got time. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for the Bills. 57 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run with Davis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Bills have taken the lead. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Carew's got it complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got a noon one. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Let's go. First down, Bridgewater. It's caught by Carew. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Bridgewater again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bills getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing, Jones, escaping the pressure right. He completes it right side to White. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Pick up, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarterback. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Davis. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And it's caught by Crabtree. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. On third down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Connor Barth for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Barth on for the extra point. And his kick is right through. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Bills a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how without getting beat deep for big passes.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Caught left side to Crabtree. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Quincy Enunwa, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Jones. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Jones keeping it on the sneak. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. throwing, Jones. His throw incomplete. Chris Gregg, his tight end, was the intended target. And now it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his pass incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. One receiver left, two to the right. Halfback sent in motion. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. But it's caught by Crabtree. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. They'll come out in the pistol. It finds Crabtree for the completion. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And he'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Caught left side to Crabtree. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Bridgewater to throw it. Forced out to his left. And it's a touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater as time expires in the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Letting one go deep for Anunwa. Quincy Anunwa, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Caru's got it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, Bridgewater finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Well, Bridgewater on fourth down. And he's got a moonwalk. Touchdown, Houston. Quincy Anunwa with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for them.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Jones. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 30.
It's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot, straight to the heart. No, I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down. I've got the energy of a tidal wave. You don't gotta believe in me. I know I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me.
show me what you like. Hey, y'all put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block me here cause someday, someone tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that someone is somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like.